If he was a driver, he might have, but...
Go straight and then make a right and follow the path on the street.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, have a good day.
Because, you know, they don't want to have to see them throw up on the right. Sorry, that's the rules. Those are the rules. Yeah, the house and the crash.
Alright everybody, I'm Eric with Eric's Excursions. Today I'm at Hollywood Studios, formerly known as MGM Studios, and I'm at the Star Wars area, Star Wars land. This is the Millennium Falcon in my background, full-size replica. This one doesn't fly, but it is pretty neat. Check out. Huge, as you can see. With me standing up to it. So I'm here for a little bit today. I'm actually going to head over to Animal Kingdom. It's a little bit late, but I really wanted to film Avatar, Land of Pandora. So I'm going to go head over there and do that, but I just wanted you guys to check this out, because this really is quite something to see. I'm pointing the camera towards me right now because I'm walking into the sun and you guys will get a glare. So you might as well look at me in the background behind me for a little bit. Can someone let me know if they're able to see a picture? Can anyone see a picture? Someone had told me yesterday when I was live streaming that they could not see anything. So I just want to make sure that you guys do have a picture. So this was added on. This was not part of the original park when it was MGM Studios. Oh, this was added, I want to say maybe 5 to 10 years ago. The Star Wars area was added about 3 years ago. And I believe this area that I'm walking in right now, Toy Story Land, this was part of a backlot tour, which was great. I was here back in 1990. This park opened in 1989, and I was here, I believe, I think I was here when the park did open up, around that. It was actually, now it's no longer any of that, it's just a theme park. It's have a shadow of its former self. And I don't believe any of the original rides are still here either. I think they pretty much did away with most of those, and they moved on to different rides, so it's the park's always changing, that's for sure, and nothing stays the same. That's a little history of this park. So it's a real movie studio. You're gonna have to go to Hollywood. Which, by the way, I was at Paramount Studios in Hollywood. Actually, I think it was Universal City. It's the name of the town. I don't know. All these little neighborhoods and towns have different names in the Hollywood area. But anyways, I did the Paramount back lot tour, which was really cool. And me and my girlfriend at the time that I was dating, we were there, and we were waiting with a tour group outside to take the tram tour, I guess is what it was. And one of the studio officials, some guy, seemed like he was one of the head honchos over there. He comes up to me and my girlfriend and he says, "Hey, you guys want a private tour?" And I'm thinking, yeah, sure, that'd be great. So he picked us up in his golf cart and took us around, took us backstage. We walked on hot sets, is what they were called, actual production sets. And so I remember walking on the back of walking onto Deep Space Nine, the Star Trek set, and got to walk on that, and it's neat because you know, everything looks kind of real on TV, but in reality, it's you know, it's all made of cardboard, paper, plaster, wood. You know, it's just lights. Everything's fake, of course. But it was neat to see it up close and to be on an actual hot set. And you know, everyone. I remember riding past some of the actors getting their makeup put on and wearing their Star Trek outfits, and they were in their what do you call it? Their little RV or whatever. Their doors were open, and it was cool because I just you know, we're riding by, and we were riding by in the golf cart, and they were just putting their makeup on, wearing their Star Trek uniforms. It was really neat. It was a great experience, and just to see all the buildings, everything's fake. You know, it's just you know, the backdrops, the sets, all that kind of stuff. And so when this park opened up in 1989, you know, I was excited. I thought it was so cool that hey, we're going to actually start to become like the movie production facilities, like in California, like in Hollywood. So I was really excited about that, and it never really took off here in Florida, although there have been a ton of movies made here. But a lot of movies are actually, a lot of filmmaking is actually going back to California now. So they're actually the movie studios, all of them in Los Angeles and Hollywood area, they are booked solid, and they're booked out for a very long time because there's so many productions that are ramping up in Hollywood right now. So that's interesting, and it hasn't been that way in a very long time, which is really strange because, you know, back in the 80s and 90s it was like that in Hollywood, and I mean, you had to book a facility, a studio way in advance, and now it's like that again in Hollywood. So yeah, it looks like a lot of production facility, a lot of film production is actually going back to Hollywood, going back to the studios, and not so much on location anymore. They're starting to go back to the way it used to be, which is really interesting. I don't know why, but that is truly what's happening. Now I'm gonna take you guys over here to one of my favorite parts of the park. It's Walt Disney Presents. So it's a museum dedicated to Walt Disney, and it's really one of the coolest things. If you've never been here and you've never seen it before, I'll take you guys in for a moment just to show you a few things. This is Walt as a young man, already making films. Here he is with his vision of Epcot. Of course, was not built at that time. It was built roughly about 20 years after he passed away. He had his eye on Central Florida to open up a theme park, which later became Walt Disney World. And here he is, looks like talking to some people about his ideas of a film he wanted to make. Legendary. Here's a classic photo taken actually in his house, I believe, which was in Anaheim. You can actually visit this house. A lot of people like to take pictures standing in the same doorway that he was in. There he is, apparently on a production. There he is Most likely at the grand opening of Disneyland. School. Young lad in school. So this is actually not his actual desk. This is a replica of the one that's in, I believe it's in Marceline, Missouri. It's still there. They have it in a museum over there, but this is a replica of it. But it says Walt's second grade school desk. In July 1956, Walt Disney and his brother Roy paid a visit to their hometown of Marceline, Missouri. While visiting the school he attended as a child, Walt was shown a school desk seen in this photograph carved with the initials WD. However, that may not be the case because there's a museum in Marceline, a Walt Disney Museum, I believe it's in Marceline, that claims to have the actual desk. Here's a model of kind of a distilled version of Marceline, which later became Main Street, USA. Show you guys a couple more things. So here's an actual animator's desk. This is what it looked like back in the day, and actually they're still in use now, which is pretty neat. It's called an animation layout desk. That's where they draw the cartoons. And this is a miniature diorama of Granny's cabin, and it was actually hand built by Walt Disney himself. So he had some skills. All miniature. Walt Disney actually built this himself too. Dancing Man, a prototype figure in 1949. And this is a picture of the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad. This was in his backyard. So friends, neighbors, they would come over and they would actually ride this train. Actual miniature steam train that could carry people. A miniature one. Crazy, huh? There's a film of him riding on it. So yeah, the people that actually own that house now, of course, that's no longer. I'll show you guys. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys the Chinese theater. This is an exact replica of the one that's in Hollywood. This used to be the location of the Great Movie Ride, which was one of my favorite. I loved it. It paid homage to the classic, legendary Hollywood movies, and it was great. But they got rid of it and they turned it into Runaway Railway Mickey. I think it's what it's called. But this is an actual replica. This whole entire building is duplicated. It's what you'd see in Hollywood if you've ever been there. February 18th, 1995, Ray Liotta, he passed away. Tony Curtis, the legendary Hollywood actor, Tony Curtis, was here March 27, 1992. I actually met Tony Curtis in Las Vegas. I met Tony Curtis on the casino floor of the Mirage Hotel. I think he was with his girlfriend at the time. And really nice guy. I walked up to him. Of course, I had to do the cringy tourist thing and ask for an autograph. How can you not with a great actor like that? So, but he was very nice, and he gave me an autograph, which was cool. And by the way, I actually met a lot of celebrities. Met Mike Tyson. I met MC Hammer. All kind of Sonny Bono. Met them all there, just either in the lobby, or not in the lobby, but in the actual casino area, and also who else did I meet? Or in the pool area. There were so many famous people there. It was really neat. That was a long time ago. 1990 is when I was there. I'll show you guys some more. Harry Anderson, I don't know who that is. Alan Alda from MASH. He said my nose. So if you ever watched MASH, you knew that Alan Alda had a big nose. Apparently. Put his nose in the cement. But yeah, this is it. This is
No, my mommy Gracie got her red bottom.
It is better. So yeah, this is not a working production area anymore. It's not a working studio, which is too bad. That would have been cool, but things change, nothing stays the same. You guys know that. But I still like to come here sometimes. I have a lot of memories, just being here with my mom and my dad. It was a great time. It was in my late teens or early 20s, I don't remember. 1990. Those early years in the early 90s. I'm gonna walk over here to the Brown Derby. So the Brown Derby was a famous restaurant in Los Angeles, Hollywood area. There are actually not one, but there are two of them in Hollywood. And there's no more. They're not operating anymore. This is, I believe, the only one left. And actually Disney bought it. This is where all the celebrities would come and be seen. You see them in newspaper shots, and they'd all meet here and have dinners and discuss movie deals and all that kind of stuff. But not here, but the one in Beverly Hills. So about that, I was went to go have dinner, actually coffee one morning, not dinner, coffee, meeting a friend of mine. And long story short, I actually met the previous owner of the Brown Derby. He lives in Lakeland, Florida now. He retired. He moved there, and I thought that was pretty cool. I just thought some nice old guy, having a conversation with me. He was really old. He was just talking to me, and I asked him what he did, before he retired, and he told me who he was, and I was as he was talking to me, I pulled it up, and I pulled up his name, and sure enough, there's a picture of him as a young man in the kitchen of the Brown Derby. So him and his parents, his family, got to serve all those Hollywood actors, legendary actors from the golden era, which is really quite amazing, really neat that I got to meet that guy. He wasn't real fond of Disney buying the Brown Derby. He had a few interesting things to say about it. Yeah, so that was got to meet him and hang out with him that morning. You just never know who you're going to meet. So check this out. This is a replica of the actual statue that is in, I believe it's Universal City. This exact statue, I think it's Anaheim or it's Universal City. And if I'm wrong about that, someone correct me, but I just saw someone else vlog about it, actually just 2 or 3 days ago. Movies are a medium of expression, like a symphony orchestra, or a painter's brush and canvas. Quote by Walt Disney. So this is the statue is called The Cameraman, created by Aldo and Andrea Pavilli, or maybe Pavilli, 1995. So this is like the last vestige left of MGM Studios. And they left this plaque, which is really interesting. Disney MGM Studios. The world you have entered was created by the Walt Disney Company and is dedicated to Hollywood. Not a place on the map, but a state of mind that exists wherever people dream and wonder and imagine. A place where illusion and reality are fused by technological magic. We welcome you to a Hollywood that never was and always will be. May 1st, 1989, Michael D. Eisner. So this is the statue, replica of the exact one that is in Hollywood. Now, as I walk out, I'll take you guys down through the exit. All of these buildings I'm going to show you guys are exact replicas of the ones in Hollywood. These are all modeled.
I can't.
After the actual buildings. So if anyone's from Hollywood or recognizes these buildings, you'll see that these are very accurate. They're not full size, or I don't know the scale. 2/3 scale maybe. Yeah, made to look bigger than they really are. They didn't keep it up too well, so it's looking kind of rough. Maybe we'll work on it and do something with it. We shall see. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. I'm going to head over to Animal Kingdom. I'm gonna try to shoot some videos over there in Pandora, the world of Avatar. So I'm gonna make a video over there and maybe live stream. It closes at 8. It's 6:30 right now, Eastern Standard Time. So it's getting late, but I won't have much time there. But thanks for joining me. Come on over to my channel, Eric's Excursions. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out. I so appreciate it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And you guys have a great weekend. Thank you.